Hi students, this is the motivation talk 3 in this series and second part of the topic value of hard work and its secrets. In the last session, I made it clear the importance and value of hard work. Then I also made a mention that the second part is difficult and I don't know whether I will be able to do justice. The reason is this: if you want to understand the secrets of hard work, first you must be a hard worker. See, I'm not a role model before you. Therefore, I don't have any moral right to preach you. But my intention is only to present before you certain ideas, so that because you are young children, it may help you to shape your future better. So, with this sole intention, I am presenting all these things. Now, nowadays, whenever some workshops and training programs are conducted for students, many times I have heard this type of statement. Smart work is more important than hard work. Sometimes there is a danger of taking this message in a negative way. That means, of course, the speakers may not speak directly like that, but message goes like this: don't do hard work, but do smart work. So this is the message. But in case of students, it is not correct. You should know how to do hard work in a smart way. So that is the better approach. Harry Maddox is an author. He has written a book by name. The name of the book itself is How to Study. And I suggest this book for you. This is one of the best books I have read, which gives lot of idea about study skills. Author discusses the philosophical, psychological dimension of education, and then he suggests practical approaches to study skills. So, of course, it's a difficult book to read, but it is worth reading. I'm just taking one idea from this book. See, suppose you ask, what is the benefit of hard work for the student? Suppose the student is very sincere and studies well. What is the benefit? Of course, one benefit is his academic achievement will be definitely enhanced. So he will get good grades. But is it the only benefit? This one question. Sometimes, in spite of very sincere and hard work, there are some cases when students get less grade. They don't get the expected result. This is also possible. I have seen this. Now the question is, the author says this. See, what is the actual benefit of hard work done by the student? What he says, it is his idea, it's not my idea. When a student develops a good study skill, when a student develops a good study skill, he develops certain very good human qualities which are required eternally. For example, sincerity, punctuality, commitment, respect for work, or discipline. All these things are the qualities which he inculcates, and these qualities becomes the part of his personality. So even after the education is completed and he's doing any job or anything, these qualities will come with him. See, your marks and certificate, those things, once you get the job, nobody will ask. But the qualities which you develop, that will be part of your personality. That's what he says. Let me clarify this point with an example. See, in Karnataka, for example, there are some Garadi money, that's also called Vyayam Shala in Kannada. People who are interested in that, they go there. They are called wrestlers, pilwans or jetti in Kannada. See, there are many such schools earlier. Now, in the modern time, it is gym because people are going to gym. Purpose is same. In that Garadi Mane, those who are going wrestlers, they practice for years together. And during festival season, for example, in Mysore, there is a Dasara festival. There will be competitions for such wrestlers, and a lot of people, after putting a lot of hard work and practice for years together, they go there to win a medal. But out of say 100 participants coming there, only one gets the medal, first position. So now the question is, what about others? Is it a waste for them? So DVG in his Mankutimuna Kagga beautifully illustrate this point. ಜಟ್ಟಿ ಕಾಳಗದಿ ಸೋತಡವ ಕಲಿತ ಪಟ್ಟು ಸಾಮಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಫಲವೆನ್ನುವೆಯೇ ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ನೋಡವನ ಮೈಕಟ್ಟು ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಗಟ್ಟಿ. Last sentence is very important. Gattitana garadi phala. It is not the medal. It is the strong body, healthy body. That is the result of going to a gym and practicing. So this is a very good message for all of us. So a person who wants to do hard work should be ready to undergo pain, because without pain, no gain. So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord says in the 18th chapter, Yattadagre Vishamiva Parinami Amrtopamam. See, whenever you want to do hard work, in the beginning it is bitter. So it is not a sweet experience. But aiming at the end result, we should be ready to undergo pain. So in the beginning it seems to be poisonous, but in the end it is a good result. That is what Lord promises actually. Promises. So let me give you an example. Angela Duckworth, she is a famous American psychologist. In fact, her story itself is a source of inspiration for all of us. Of course, subject to the time constraint, I don't want to discuss all those things here. Later, suppose if time permits, let us discuss about those things in some other say sessions. See, she has written a book by name Grit. It is a very wonderful book. I suggest this book for the students actually. See, she has given a name like this, Grit, the power of passion and perseverance. This is the name of the book. There, the central theme of this book is this: to achieve anything, talent is not required. That's what she says. It's a bold statement. Talent is not required, but what is required is passion and perseverance. And this she calls grit. And she describes gritty person. What are the attributes, qualities required for a gritty person? I'm not going to discuss all the attributes which are given there, because that itself will be a separate lecture. I am taking only one characteristics. She says one of the characteristics of gritty person is he is ready to work hard. This is one thing. He is ready to accept setback in the beginning, and he is ready to sit late hours, both day and night, and he is ready to tolerate pain, because these are the essential things required for an achiever. This is very important. Now, the problem is once again, is it possible? That is, can we tolerate pain when we are doing hard work? But even if, how long we can tolerate? So there is a best example before you. Your mother is the best example. See, in India, after a girl is getting married, her dream is to become a mother. You ask any married woman in this country, exception may be there. Let us not talk about the exception. I am talking in general. See, when the mother is carrying the baby in her womb, she enjoys. But let us, without any emotion, let us look at this. See, if we carry a baby in our arm for just 5 minutes, it is painful. Then is it not painful when the mother is carrying another body in her inside her womb? Definitely, practically speaking, experience minus emotion, it is a painful experience only. But mother enjoy, it is not a pretension, it is not an acting. She enjoys. That means she learns to enjoy. And it is said that delivery pain, prasava vedana, is one of the most excruciating pain. She knows well in advance, because nowadays doctors even give the date, but she anticipates. See the fun. Then after giving birth, the whole life she is ready to sacrifice for her children. Not one. Nowadays it is one single child, but earlier you see just a mother used to have 10 children. So how is it possible? Because she has learned the art of converting every painful activity into pleasurable activity. That is why you see Acharya Shankara says, Kuputro jayeta kochidapi kumata nabhavati. There may be wicked children, but there cannot be wicked mothers. Once again, sometimes in newspaper, a mother who is cruel and who has discarded the child, such news items are actually highlighted. But that is microscopic minority. I am talking about the general case. Out of millions and millions of mother in this country, you may get such mother only one. But vast majority, they are equal to God. So, kuputro jayeta kvachidapi kumata nabhavati. In Ramayana, after killing Ravana, Rama was returning to Ayodhya. On his way, he visits Bharadwaj Ashram. There, the sage advises Rama. He says, Mitrani dhanadhanyani prajanam sammataniva janani janmabhumischa swargadapi gariyasi. He says, Rama, friends and grains means food, you can say, or any type of wealth. Then dhana dhanyani, together you can say wealth. They are to be honored, and we should value friends and all type of material wealth. Nobody says you should discard them. But more than that, we should value motherland and mother. So he indirectly gives a message to Rama. Your mother Kausalya is waiting for you for the last 14 long years. Go and meet her. So this is the message. So therefore, whenever you want example role model, it is right under our nose. If you look at your own mother, she is the best example. So how much hard work, how much suffering she has to undergo to raise her children. Sometimes one single child or sometimes many. But still her service to all children are same. So this is the greatest wonder actually. So we should learn this art of converting all the painful activity into pleasurable activity from our mother. Let me just tell you one very interesting example. In Mahabharata, Kunti is the best role model. She is the role model for all mothers. See, as a single mother, she has to raise 3 children, Pandavas, among them 3, and in addition to that, 2 children, Nakula and Sahadeva, children of Madri also. And they were in forest actually. She was a young lady with 5 children without any support. But she took all the responsibility on her shoulder and she raised them in such a way that Pandavas never deviated from the noble path. Even after coming to Hastinavati, once again Pandavas were sent to forest. She was staying with Kaurava. And after this, when the war was about to take place, Shri Krishna comes to stop that. You know all those things, Sandhana, so many other things. During that time, he meets Kunti and she says, look, Krishna, I don't want any compromise with Kauravas because what are the horrible acts they have done? Look, especially they wanted to outrage the modesty of Draupadi, which I cannot even imagine. So tell Dharmaraya, Arjuna, and Bhima, Nakula Sadeva, even if they are defeated in battle, I don't mind. Even if my children are killed, I don't mind. But they should fight for the right cause. So that is the highest ideal a mother cherishes. So that is the best example. And the last one is, see, throughout her life, she met with only tragedy. Only tragedy. But in the end, after the Mahabharata war, once Shri Krishna comes to Hastinavati, and there this incident is very beautifully explained in Bhagavata. She prays to Shri Krishna. Vipadas santuna shashvat tatra tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yasyat apunarbhava darshanam. See, after having gone with all types of miseries and tragedies in her life, when God appears before her, her request is, Shri Krishna gave me only difficulties, she says, because only difficulties make man stronger. To substantiate my statement, Shri Aurobindo in his wonderful book Synthesis of Yoga, he says, for any achiever, the greatest difficulties are the greatest opportunities. Therefore, remember students, you are the achievers, you are going to be achievers. So the greatest challenge which you encounter in your student life, they are the greatest opportunities given by God. So Swami Vivekananda says, when I asked God for strength, He gave me difficult situation to face. If you read the biography of great personalities, I have not seen any person without pain, without difficulties, they have not come up in their life. So, this is the harsh truth we have to take and digest. Therefore, I am not talking a dry philosophy, it is not armchair philosophy, this is the reality of life. Why I am sharing all these things? You are young students, you should have certain noble ideas, you should have certain noble and role models. Unfortunately, we look outside. So there are many good things which are around us. Let us pick up some good ideas from this and let us try to work hard. And I feel my effort in this direction will be worth if you are motivated by this idea, and at least a few of these things if you are able to follow in your life, definitely you will be one of the achievers. I hope you will do it. With this, let me conclude the secret, hard work and secret. In the next session, let us take some other idea, because you see so many things we can, because you are all in the formative stage, you should get good ideas, you should get good ideas. Definitely some of them you will take up, and even if you take one single such idea and follow, definitely will be better than what you will be. So with this hope, let me conclude. Let us meet in the next session with some other idea. Of course, I have not selected now. In fact, I wanted to talk only on this, about this topic, one session, but I had to extend it. Therefore, today let me conclude. Of course, I can keep on talking about this thing. There are so many other things which we can discuss, but let us conclude. Let us meet in the next session with some other idea. As before, once again, I am a maths teacher. My major purpose of creating this channel is to teach mathematics, because I find pleasure in teaching mathematics. For the last so many years I am teaching, but I am not yet tired of teaching. As long as my God gives me strength, I would like to teach mathematics, because that is the most wonderful experience which I can derive from this teaching mathematics. So I have started online classes, as you know, and I am also uploading the mathematics lessons. Please subscribe to my channel and watch the videos, uh, and share this with your friends. And this activity is an additional activity which I am doing. You can normally I will be uploading the video on Sundays, and I have decided to do it regularly as far as possible. So let us meet in the next session. Till then, bye. Take care.